Hello. So I'm here in my garage and I'm taking apart a Madison Kipp Model 50 lubricator. Um, and I'm going to post this online because I haven't seen anybody post this. And if somebody had, it would have been enormously useful. So I figured I would do somebody a favor that I would have appreciated. So I've got this lubricator here on the vise. I'm kind of a animal. I'm not a real clean mechanic. Yeah, that's a Caterpillar 30 right over there. Then anyway, this is for a Hart part 1224, and it's a Model 50 Madison Kipp, and I got apart this eccentric here, and of the 6 oilers in there, 2 of them were free. 2 of the eccentrics was free. 4 were stuck, and this one, in trying to sort of work it, got a little bit chipped, so it got damaged. So I figured I'll start with that one first. So you can see here, so I kind of worked it, and as I'm working it, I realized that it had slipped sideways a little. And I went online, and apparently some of them have clips or other various means of attachment. These are 2 halves of eccentric here. And one of the items said one of them slides. I thought, well, that must be what I have. I have to go back in the garage tonight, even though I've probably had too much to drink and I'm kind of cold and it's raining and not very nice outside. And I'm from California, so I'm pretty spoiled. So I decided to come out here anyway and see if I could force this thing. See if I could tap it more in the direction it was sliding. Like 1/2 was sliding, and tap it more in that direction that it was sliding, and it came right off. So there's 2 halves. So 1/2 has, the only way I can describe it is 1/2, the half that slides is sort of centered, and the half that doesn't slide, you see it has that big piece there on the side. So that is the side that doesn't slide. This is the side that does slide. And as to how it slides, this one broke. So if you can kind of look at that. So where the wrong side broke, let me get some better light. Where the wrong side broke on this side, sort of the big side, that's the direction you want to tap. See it on the top there where it broke? That's the direction you want to tap to get this thing out. So anyway, oh, shoot. Yeah, that's the one that broke. That's the one that it's just kind of chipped. So anyway, so I thought, well, I'll try the next one. So I got of 6 oilers, I got 2 that are free. I've got one that's broken. And of course, these things, oh crap. These things are got a lot of zinc in them, so I guess these are, if you ever done electrolysis with removing rust, these things are the sacrificial anodes, so these are the first to go. But I held out hope because I had 2 oilers that worked and 4 that didn't, so I thought, gosh, if I can just get even a few more to work, that would be a great thing. So anyway, so I pulled out oiler number 3 here on the vise, and I propped it up here on the vise, and I started tapping this in the direction that it needed to go, and it came right off. However, look at that, it's all cracked there. So every forum I've read shows good luck getting these apart. No one can do it. And you can see I've gone and this one is I don't know if you can see it. Yes, it's cracked right there. And they have been soaking in acetone and ATF for about 2 weeks now. And based on what I read on the internet, I didn't have a whole lot of hope that I was going to get these apart intact. But what I did, so I tapped that one. Actually, I tapped really gently. I soaked it. I've been working it side to side with like another oiler real gently. I tapped this really gently with a hammer. Just tap, tap, tap. And I cracked it. At least I assume I did that, and it wasn't there before. It doesn't really matter. It's cracked now. So what I did, so anyway, so there's that bit. It's cracked. And then I took, actually, you can just pull that. See, I just pulled it out. So my production here is not real great because this was sort of on a whim that I thought, boy, what I just did, it would have been really helpful if I'd seen someone else do it first. So I thought, well, I should do what I'm doing. And then in the comments, if you have a better way of doing things than what I just did, then please tell people, because it'd be helpful. So then what I did is I have, here's my Model T wheels, and anyway, my garage is a mess. But anyway, I've got a little arbor vise, and what I did, if I had a machine shop, etc., I might machine a fitting that would sort of go on there for the arbor press to push down on, and I didn't. And I found this, I had an aviation lock nut that just fit just perfectly. And now, hang on a minute. You looked up at the bottom of the Model T axle sitting here. I need to drill out some cams for the new brakes. But anyway, so what I did, and now I'm going to have this video because I don't like to edit because I don't have time. But let's see. I like the arbor press. It doesn't take much room, and I think it moved already. Oh, come on. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. Oh. There we go. Okay, look at that. Oh. Got it out. Now let's see what damage I did to this one. Okay, so I got, oh my goodness. So look at that. It's a little bit, there's something, a chip in there or something. Everything on the internet's really old. Apparently I can get resin replacements of these, and I'd feel better having resin replacements for all of them. I don't know. I'm undecided. So anyway, I've just managed to free up this. Now, you can't mismatch this shit. So, sorry. I'll get this band. So you can't mismatch these different assemblies between. So I got to put that in here. Crap. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. So anyway, you can't mix up these little eccentric holders. And I'm sure there's a technical term for that. Not eccentric holder, but anyway, these little things here, you can't mix them up between one oiler and another. So I want to make sure I get that back in there. Now the eccentric is another story, and I'll be lucky if I can reuse these. So anyways, let me see if we can do another one. So here's the oiler. It's actually, it's in fairly good condition. I mean, the screens are all in good shape. And here's your little oiler cups. And then your adjustment here for the drip. And, really, I'm pretty newbie at this. I was just trying to get the eccentrics out. And like I said, I thought what I was doing would have been helpful for me to see. It wasn't on YouTube. So anyway, let's see if I can do another one. Oh my goodness, this place is a mess. Okay, I'm gonna grab another one out of my ATF. So I got two that are good, two that are now ready for replacement eccentrics, whether I recycle some or not. And these have been soaking for a couple of weeks in ATF. Okay, so now I'm looking at this one, okay? So this is the side with the bigger flat bit on the end. And then the other side is the side with the smaller flat bit, and that's one we want to work with. And I've got a mess here. I'm a slob, I'm sorry. I'm going to throw the eccentrics into the ATF in acetone, not because I need it, but because then I'll know where they are. And then I am going to remove this eccentric assembly piston from, oh crap, maybe I can't. Oh no, the little, oh, This is a little stuck. Okay, so so there's this little cam, geared cam thing here, and it seems to be quite, it's not happy. It is not happy at all. Oh, okay, moves a little bit. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Okay, tap it. Now it moves a little. Keep moving it. And rotate. I'm sorry. If I were smarter, I would have set up. Anyway, so it's not coming out. We're going to tap it gently, super gently, in the direction of out. And you can see it's come in the direction of out, and then here it goes. It's gone out some more. Okay. Awesome. Now, let's see if we can. Okay. So here's the eccentric. So the way this one works is it doesn't slide on the big flat bit. It slides on the other side. So we're going to put this down here, right on the vise. And, you know, I'm being real careful because I know whatever's holding this eccentric is not going to be something that we want to subject to a lot of shear force. Where does it need to go again? It needs to go, you know, that's a good question. How do you know where to go? So if you can understand in which direction to tap this thing, please post in the comments. So anyway, so I'm tapping. Can't see it because my phone. I'm figuring it's in the direction of, yeah, no, I don't know. So anyway, so this is a question. So if you know what direction to tap these things in, please post in the comments. It came out in this direction here. So it's seen, and these are all different. So it seems like, oh, is it moving? It's moving. Okay. So I'm tapping it. Oh dear, I jammed it. Okay, so crap on the floor. Okay, so I'm tapping it towards the low end on this flat side. Now this is kind of iffy because the low end on the flat side, where's it going? It's heading towards this end here. So I think I just need to organize this so that, because if I have it up here, this is going to hit, the bottom's going to hit this really quickly. So if I rotate it down a bit, so I can't hold the phone and tap at the same time, but I'm going to tap in this direction here, and it's already started moving. Let me put myself against it and see if I can see it's moving, but I'm going to have to let go. I'm going to have to drop this phone for a minute and tap, because I've got to hold this steady, because if it drops down, the top hits this, and if it's up high, the top. So I got to hold it in position, tap it this way. And this is a terrible video, but I hope it's informative. I'm going to put the phone down. Tappa tappa. Oh, nice. Just keep dropping it on the floor. Well, this is interesting. So you can see it's moved along quite a ways. Where are you? There you are. So it's quite moved along quite a ways, but it's just stuck up against this thing, and there must be a way. I will keep tapping. That's weird. So anyway, it's tapping. So these will not spin in the eccentric. Okay, so it's moving. Wow. I may have to learn how to edit and edit all this boring stuff out, but it's so it's kind of stuck. Wow. Okay. Plenty of room here. So now it's not coming out. Shoot. Okay, so that's interesting then. So do I need to draw? I don't want to do that. So I'm probably gonna have to edit this. So anyway, so the problem is you tap this one here is going into the little pivot, and then although it's plenty out. Anyway, I'm gonna keep tapping at it. I'm at 17 minutes. See, it's sliding. They're sliding. They won't turn in the eccentric, but they're sliding super easy. So I'm gonna keep going at it. So I'm here in my pajamas, tapping. Because the more you tap it over, so if you tap that thing more that way, I mean, actually it should be popping out now. I wonder if I can press it. Well, I can't really. Okay, because it's, I could do is, no. Give it another tap. And if I'm screwing up, post it down below. I'm happy to be corrected. And it may just not be moving because if I can slip a screwdriver in there. Sorry, chisel. Something flat. Okay, what do we got here? I got a couple things in the garage, so I wonder if I can. Yeah, see, I can get. Oh, I can get under it. Okay, see. So where this is sliding, and it will pop out. I got it to slide. I'm not getting the pop out part, so I'm gonna try to. I put a screwdriver under here. Again, if I get any of these out without damaging them, I'm going to be amazed based on what I've read online. So anyway, actually, this is working real well. You're not going to be able to see that this is coming out. And I may be running it, this damn pot metal is just such garbage. But you know, I'm running up against this thing here, but it's moving. And because I have managed to, so now I'm sort of prying it up, and you are gonna know, you're gonna be the first to know if this was a bad idea or not. Okay, I just chipped pot metal into my face. That was nice. Yeah, I have safety glasses. I'm not wearing them. Anyway, so this is not satisfactory. I could possibly rotate that around and maybe tap it out from the back. Maybe. Pop back in again. So this is, so I guess the eccentrics are just placed, they're just stuck differently. So I see now, because it will not rotate. So I cannot rotate this into a better position. So if it did rotate, I could rotate it around. But it's just, it's not. So, pop metal in my mouth. Should be wearing safety glasses. So, okay. So, now it's gone and popped in again. So anyway, I may be kind of stuck on this one because it froze in a bad place. And it may, oh, hey, it's, you know, I think it's actually off. I think it's disconnected from the other half because it moves around, which means I could probably whack it. Get a punch. Which means it's disconnected, but it's hung up because it's just in the wrong position. I don't have my reading glasses on. So, but I think I might be able to tap. So anyway, so this may be another video. So that's loose, but it's, I can't, because I can't swivel it. I can't swivel it to a good position, so it's kind of all stuck in there. So somebody is sure is out there yelling, "Oh, do this!" Yeah, I know. Why, just minutes ago with my little chisel dealie, I had it move further than I do now. Wacka wacka. And now it moved a little bit more. So now, okay, so now I'm chipping pot metal in my face again. So this is how I know that the halves are disconnected. So the halves are no longer connected. Actually, they wouldn't be connected by corrosion. It's only, I think it's just in there because it's jammed in under the little elbow thingy. So it's like different metals, you know, when they corrode can do weird things. It's like the aluminum, no, it's like the steel screws in an aluminum motorcycle block. Yeah, that's plenty loose. So it's like those aluminum screws. They start to get, you know, the different metals when they're in contact, they do some goofy stuff. I have an engineering degree, so I learned all about it, but I can't remember anything about it. But I do remember that I had a Honda, I still have it, a 1973 Honda CB450, that the screws, you know, you pull the screws out and they have a white powder on them, which is the aluminum, I forget, I used to know what it was. This thing's sliding all over the place, but ain't coming out because this one is stuck. And what I would need to do, I can see the lip of the other side in there. So if I put like a little skinny socket in there and stuck it in the arbor vise, I might be able to push the other side out. Let's see. Tiny socket. There. No, yeah. Okay. Found my tiny socket. Yeah, no, I don't have like a fancy machine shop here. I'm pretty sketch. That song, what's that song? Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Time to do some, see if, it's time to do some sketchy stuff. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah. So anyway, so I'm kind of there now. Oh, this is going to be the worst video ever. But anyway, arbor vise. Ow. See if I can push the other side out. See if I have enough purchase on it. Oh, I did it. Oh, now I broke it in half. I broke one half, but that's okay. I already knew it was broken. So anyway, I put this in here and I did break it. And I'm sure if I had done something smarter, I could have salvaged that, but no, I really screwed it up. I may have to edit this because that's too bad of a screw up. So anyway, I've broken that, but that has just gotten me down the road there. So good times. Yeah, darn it. I might have been able to salvage that had I, so anyway, you're going to learn from my mistakes. I'm not going to have some perfect YouTube video on this because I think this is useful. So what I should have done is, hindsight's 2020. I think what I should have done is pried apart this assembly, this bracket here, pulled this out, and then maybe that wouldn't have worked. I'm trying to think how you can learn from a mistake, because I got an eccentric in 2 pieces now. So, and it was because I could not rotate it away from this piece here. I was forcing it into this piece. So if I had spread this piece apart, which one of my pieces is, one of these is a little spread apart. If I had spread apart so I had more room to work in here, I might have been able to hammer it more into this direction and I've been able to get it out. But as I broke it, but you know, I kind of was at this place anyway. So, but now I can probably get the other half out without damaging it. Let me get my, back to the arbor press, back to my little, let's see if I break everything else. Let's see. Okay, my little, yeah, I just have something that was just applies a nice even pressure. Where's my arbor? Oh, there it is. To as much surface area of this as possible to minimize, it's got to go this way, to minimize the, to make sure I spread the pressure evenly over. Oh, and there it goes. I think I pulled this part out without any damage at all. Okay, and there I've pressed out this little bit. Okay, there's an eccentric. So I got 50% success rate. So now I don't want to mismatch. I don't want to forget which one of these this goes to, so we're going to put it in right now. And I haven't had this apart, so I'm doing it wrong. That's a bit rustier, so anyway, I've got that back together again. And then let me grab my other bits, throw them back into my mixture 50-50 acetone and ATF. It's handy having a kid working for the university, because she got me, she's like, Mom, do you want this gallon of acetone? I'm like, yes, yes. Because university, everything's hazardous materials. So anyway, so status is 2 are free, 3 are now have the eccentrics out, with varying degrees of damage to the eccentric house. And so number 6, okay. So lesson learned, when the eccentric is facing bad direction, if you want to save it, I don't know. Good luck. So anyway, so again, we're going to beat not on the side with the wide flat spot, but the side with the other one. And we're going to go in the direction of the low end of the wide flat spot. So that's going to go in the direction of this little end here. I think we're learning as we go. Again, this has been soaking in 50-50 acetone and ATF for about 2 weeks. The tractor, Heart Par 1224. I dragged it home. I didn't drag it home. It's moving. It's a moving. I have an 1991 F250 Ford, of course. It's moving so nice. It will not rotate in the housing, but it's tapping just fine. But I got on one of this Heart Par. Oh, it's kind of going that direction. You kind of tap it and you see what direction it's going. And this one has just come right out. So now I'm really sad about the other one, because part of me was thinking, I just need to set it aside, come back to it later and think about it. And the other part of me was like, this is just not going to go well, because there's nowhere for this piece to go. But anyway, I've just removed that. It will not rotate in the housing. But that was just super easy. And there's no anyway, I think this is the only video on YouTube where you can see tap of this out sideways and out it comes. So again, I'm only doing this. I know I have a lot of criticism for whatever I've done wrong here, and my messy garage, and my doing this in my Rowan pajamas Wednesday night. But yeah, so that just tapped right out sideways. Again, I tapped in the direction, so I look at the side with the wide area here, and there's like a low point, and I don't tap on the side with the wide area, I tap on the other side, and I tap in the direction of the low lobe here on this side, and it just tapped right out. 2 weeks in ATF and acetone, it just tapped right out. It will not rotate in the housing, but I tap it out. So now I'm going to take it over to my arbor press, put my handy down to get my my oily ATF and acetone covered hammer. I don't know if I can get a better video of this or not. Let me put it in my toolbox here. Huh. Oh, I might be it. Oh, hey, that's lucky. So anyway, I'm kind of, whatever works, I do whatever works. I don't have fancy stuff. So anyway, the Harbor Press just happens to hold that pretty steadily. I'm just wary, this unit is not that rusty. So I think I've been lucky, but just realizing that the pin, whatever's holding this together, is not going to withstand very much shear force. So I'm not hanging on this thing. I'm just but it's just coming out. And there we go. Come on, baby. I should be wearing safety glasses. I don't know where they are. And of course this one doesn't want to move. Let me see if I can get some more bite on it. There we go. And you know what? I heard a bit hit the floor. So oh yeah, see, look, there's a bit of pop metal in there. There's the housing is fine. There's just bits of stuff, and if I know when I look at this, yeah, you see it came apart. And yeah, I don't know if soaking it would have done any more good, because it's just it's corrosion. The pop metal, as I understand it, is expanding. Had I put this in ATF and acetone more, I don't think it would have done a bit of good. Anyway, so I broke it. There we are, but it's apart. So anyway, now I got to get a hold of that guy who sells these things and get some new ones, or find some of these online. So anyway, so this was a 50-50 success rate. This part's good. This part broke coming out. And I'm going to happily share my fails online, because it's going to help somebody, I hope, number one. Number two is, every bulletin board post I've read on this says, they will not come apart. You're going to have to buy new ones. Good luck on this one. And you see it firsthand on YouTube. Yeah. And, you know, by all means, if you could have got this apart without breaking it, because you saw me doing something wrong, post in the comments. I'm not some YouTube person that I'm trying to get comments, but I want this to be useful. So if you think you could have got this apart without breaking it, post how you would have done it online. Someone else could do it. I've heard, you know, plunging it, you know, the guy I bought it from said plunge it into hot water. Maybe if I had heated things up before I put it in the vise, then maybe it would have come apart better. If I plunged it in hot water, maybe it would have come apart better. But you know, I'm pretty happy. I've got 2 free. 4 are finally ready for me to start scrounging up some replacement eccentrics for. And then I'm gonna I'm pretty excited, because they're free. They're good. And I'm happy to pay the money for them. I mean, it's, you know, when we're dealing with a tractor this old, it's got some value, and, you know, you have to be prepared to spend money to fix it up. So I'm pretty happy, because now I can start working. Now I got the hard part. I got the hard part done, and now I can work on the fun part. So anyway, it's time for a fat tire. And not the fat tire you find in the garage, fat tire you find in the refrigerator. And have a good night. And happy eccentrics. And I really want to, you know, I hope this isn't the last one of these I ever work on. So I'm really interested too, to see if you could have done a better job. But like I say, I think maybe if I'd heated things up, maybe I would have been able to save 1 or 2 of these eccentrics. But I don't think soaking it more would have helped, because these are just, that's not going to dissolve the corrosion. And anything that's going to dissolve corrosion on these is going to chew up the eccentrics anywhere, because they're a sacrificial anode in terms of the metal they're made of. So they're going to leave everything else alone, and they're just going to dissolve these anyway. So I'm pretty happy. So post something that makes me unhappy, said I should have done something else, and that's fine, because someone else will learn from it. And had this video been online before I started, I would have learned from it, and maybe I wouldn't have broken so many things. But anyway, have a good night. Bye-bye.